mentioned. On to some other news now. Hearing breaking news about a mass shooting anywhere never gets easier.
The tragedy in Aurora reminds us no place is immune to random acts of violence. Earlier this evening, UNLV police trained for that unthinkable scenario, a shooter on a rampage. News 3's Mackenzie Warren joins us live from the UNLV campus. Mackenzie, tonight was just practice, but you covered the real thing in Carson City last September.
Jessica, in our state's capital, a gunman walked into an IHOP restaurant in the middle of the breakfast hour and opened fire, killing 5 people that day. Law enforcement say determining a motive is impossible, and stopping these shootings is really tough. But what they say you can do is be proactive and prepare. We were alongside UNLV police officers earlier tonight as they burst through this campus dorm as if it were the real thing.
It's just a drill.
Close door right, open door left. Let's do open door left and left.
But the weapons, adrenaline, and mission is real.
I'll kill you. Fine. Got shots fired.
These UNLV police officers are looking for a killer. UNLV PD's active shooter training happens several times a year and has since the 2007 Virginia Tech massacre.
It saw how long it took officers to actually get in and confront the assailant.
Tragedies like Virginia Tech and the 1999 Columbine shooting are painful reminders. In both cases, by the time SWAT got to the shooters, the rampage was over, and it was too late.
It made us realize that our average everyday patrolman has to be ready to handle this situation.
Sergeant Bill Queen says the recent movie theater massacre in Aurora makes the training even more relevant.
It could happen here. We don't want it to, but it could.
The goal is to communicate, move quickly, and stop the shooter at all costs.
They're going through the rooms in a timely manner because time is lives.
Officer Laura Silva played the role of the shooter.
I could hear them coming. I had a place to hide. They didn't know where I was.
A disturbing role reversal, but one Silva says will be valuable.
So now as an officer going through this scenario, I'm going to be thinking a lot more, what might that bad guy be thinking?
Officer Donald Sims calls the drill sobering.
You take how fragile life is.
Maybe just practice, but to Officer Sims, it's a renewal of his pledge to keep UNLV students safe.
And when I think of those kids, I think of their parents having to bury their kid, and not when I'm on duty, not on my shift. It's not happening.
The kind of attitude we wish to see in all our men and women in uniform. We saw the officers run through several different scenarios. It was amazing to see with each one they got a bit quicker, a little bit more confident. They liken it to muscle memory. They say if we train like we fight, hopefully if we're faced with the real thing, we'll do our jobs, Jess. It's something that we hope UNLV police never have to use, but important for the public to know it's a skill they have.
All right, Mackenzie, thank you. And it's good to know the officers are training to protect us in that worst case scenario. Now to a shooting of a very